Alright, welcome back to Patron, and today I will be trying to finish the game. I mean, as a storyline, I'll be trying to do that. We should also make sure to place enough fisheries to get the food. Those potatoes won't quick. Those people really ate those potatoes. There we go.
My lord, superstition has begun to creep in again among our soldiers. I advise you to build several chapels next to the wall as soon as possible. Through our actions, our soldiers would testify to our commitment and our faith, which will protect them in war.
Glass, candles, and bricks. We should be relatively alright on most things. So we probably don't have enough of any given crop actually growing. Yeah, I'm definitely like a bit behind on some of the resources. Maybe I should iron that out a bit, like, you know, maybe build some more farms, another candle maker. Look how the map changes a little bit, but
My lord, we push the barbarians away from the walls. A lot of soldiers are needed to protect that huge area. The king ordered you to mobilize as many soldiers as possible and to send them to the borderlands as soon as possible.
they constantly want me to send more and more soldiers. Yeah, really, I just need more farming equipment. By farming equipment, I mean actual fields and stuff. Like, see, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to put on these fields, but you know for a fact they're needed. Right, see us. What's short? So we're short on oil, so we need sunflowers. See what else we need. we need sunflowers. Brochure peaches are from orchards. We need wheat. We need a lot of wheat actually. That's flour, which we need wheat for, yes. Need wheat. What else do we need? Okay, and textiles, which is it's hard to find. We need more sunflower oil. We need even more than that, yeah. Maybe a lot of it actually, because like we have a lot of stuff that needs sunflower. Well, a lot of stuff that needs oil. We're increasing trading fees. That ain't happening. I feel I definitely want more wheat. I guess I also need more apples and peaches. But let's see, I was going to need to make another oil mill, I reckon. Don't think that another two. We're really gonna need So in that case, we're going to need a lot of sunflower, and I mean a lot. We might need regular flowers, so we'll do that. See if this helps with the town's production issues. We also use more plum and grapes. Let's see, so we have that distillery. That still has sugar cane in it. As well as a sugar mill somewhere. Over there. Okay, yeah, that's still actually making the sugar. So that place still just keeps distilling, that's fine. That should get an uptick. Gonna see the plum and the grape though. Maybe I need more of them. They're both also orchids. Plum. Grapevine. And we'll see what we're producing. Yeah, we definitely need flowers there. Flowers. We might need oats for animal upkeep. Yeah, that needs oats, that needs oats. Those need oats. But I probably haven't had enough oats in a while. I send these soldiers in because
My
I'm supposed to
lord,
be focused on
the
that.
daily fighting is exhausting our soldiers. It is easy to fall into depression away from home. Please send us a large quantity of wine so that we can fill our barrels in the inn. We want to give the soldiers at least some comfort, to forget about their problems for a moment.
Please send us stuff.
My lord, the generals think that our soldiers are in poor physical condition and have very poor fighting skills. The king wants you to investigate the possibilities of how to increase the physical fitness of the soldiers and improve their war skills. Send all solutions directly to the generals on the battlefield.
Oh yes, yep, research martial art. How did I know? Right, so that'll be done. Next we need heavy weapons. Yeah, no, I'm not sending human trafficking. Nobody's got time for that.
My lord, decisive battles lie ahead. Our soldiers must be ready to fight. They must have good weapons, and a weapon is no good if it rains on it. The generals want us to build an armory near the main tower on our defensive wall. Send us the necessary resources, and we will be eternally grateful.
I'm sure you will, buddy.
My lord, I bring you bad news from the battlefield. A great battle was fought, and your nephew held his own bravely, leading his soldiers. But evil fate overtook him, and he was seriously wounded. The generals wanted to take him to the mainland, but he told the last forces that he wanted to stay in the field hospital with his wounded soldiers. You must help us and deliver the herbs and textile as soon as possible.
Ugh. Let's just buy in the textile. Maybe I should make a second mint because I'm producing a lot of gold. Maybe in a third mint. They're not getting dye. They also need dye. They need oil. They need dye and they need flowers. Anyway, not the point.
My lord, several soldiers have been poisoned by water from a well near the wall. We suspect diversion by our enemies. We cannot afford to have our remaining soldiers poisoned. We urgently need to dig new wells. Any help with resources to build the well is welcome.
Okay, I don't see how bread is essential to building wells, but Alright, so we need bricks, bread. Also need bricks for my mint at home, so... It has to be left shift, like... Yeah, 'cause if I hold right shift, it doesn't do maximum, but if I hold left shift, it does. Good to know. And I also need bread. Get the bread in from there. Salt. Let's see, does anyone else use salt? As it would seem, I need to actually do something like this. There's less land to put a salt works than I thought it would be. I mean, that would be good if it weren't just like straight backed onto my thing, so... Yeah, we got that boat place in the way. Okay, now we're minting. Perhaps here along the back of my villa is a good place. And I really want, like, salt works right next to my resort. I don't think I do. fancy house. That'll be enough salt to do stuff. I need the bread, that's what I need. If I could find it. We need more sheep. They already ate all the bread. This is ridiculous. Alright, I need buying this food to do my quest. They're like, yes, eat. And it's like, we kind of wanted to use that for our quest. We will do more fishing.
My lord, the barbarians took advantage of the low visibility at night and destroyed several of our watchtowers. We need to fix them as soon as possible. Without watchtowers, the barbarians will have an easier time getting to our wall and fortifications.
These guys are completely dependent on me. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's really everything's about. Oh yeah, we need your help doing this. We need your help doing this. We need your help. Just constantly like, yeah, send us this stuff, yeah? You're gonna die if you don't send us this stuff. And it's like, how did you manage without the island beforehand? Like... Was it always this bad? Or did the barbarians just choose a really bad time to attack? Like they attacked them like 5 years earlier. They'd have been screwed. Where's what I'm looking for? Oh, I'm tempted to just grow one more lot of cotton anyway. Now, oil still doesn't reach in this place, which tells me more sunflowers required.
My lord, the king sends you greetings and thanks for everything you have done for our country in this war against the barbarian. He wants you to know the final battle is coming. Once again, our country needs your knowledge and the knowledge of your wise people to investigate the possibility of making heavy weapons. These weapons will help us to defeat the barbarians.
At least they're recognizing that I'm really great here. I'm doing a bunch of the heavy lifting.
My lord, the king decided to bring in more troops and reinforce the northern border. The king asks you to recruit and train soldiers in his barracks and send them to the borderlands. We must not give the enemy a chance to attack us in an undefended place.
My lord, in the last attack, enemy troops destroyed several bridges. Now we have big problems with the delivery of food to the outposts. The generals demand that these bridges be repaired before the final battle. I am sending you a list of the materials they need.
At least I can't say it's going to be a final battle soon.
My lord, our generals have ordered the construction of 12 catapults. These will be mobile catapults that we will be able to drag through the Tower Bridge deep into the battlefield. Your task is to provide us with the resources needed to build catapults.
My lord, the final battle is approaching. Barbarians' attacks are becoming more frequent and brutal. All settlements outside the defensive wall became enemy targets. The king ordered the evacuation of people from those settlements and the construction of a refugee camp inside the defensive wall. The entire refugee camp will be based on tents. You must act quickly and send enough resources.
I need textile. I feel it really is just like a production issue. Like, you literally can't produce oil fast enough.
My dear brother, I am contacting you after visiting my son and your nephew. He is lying in a hospital in the borderland. His health is much better now, so I'm afraid he will soon return to the battlefield. Thank you for everything you did for him in the past, because if it wasn't for your leadership, he wouldn't be so brave and he wouldn't have so many skills that are important in these hard times.
Okay, what you want? Oh, of course, like, it's like, oh, okay. This, and that. Okay, what you want, though? I did see the medicine, but it looked really expensive. Like 9 per unit, man. 9 per unit. Not a buy it, but alright, let's see. Well, so I never really looked at this panel here. There's all this crazy stuff. I never even bother building. This has less effect on the religion. The thing is, these guys are still needing oil.
My lord, everything is ready for the final battle. Your nephew has recovered well and is going back to the battlefield. Because of his great accomplishments, the king declared him a general. He and the soldiers he leads will be the striking force of our army. Our whole country will help our soldiers to defeat the enemies.
Right, so I need to wait for my barracks to refill. Make another oil mill down here. I wonder where all the salt is going. It's not going there. Wish I knew how to check what places were doing what. I have all these salt works going because I wanted salt, not because... That's the thing, like... I'm building these buildings up here. I should get all that stuff put into that warehouse over there. I'm not going to build a large warehouse just because, but... Point being is they should get all that stuff put away. Unless that warehouse being up here has something to do with it, but... I'm kind of doubting. Choose 35,000 bricks. These places are still running out of oil. It's like I just am not understanding. It's like how is all my oil just getting used? Alright. I need to do something about the firewood situation. Because no matter what happens, it seems like I just always... I need to check on that firewood situation. Yes. I feel like those are good places for sawmills. Housing shortage. I suppose it has been a while since I built any houses. I need to add insulation to those houses. Let me go to the sawmills real quick. Easy enough. That should help us produce firewood.
My dear brother, I am contacting you from a field hospital. I
Yes, of
decided to help
course.
our wounded soldiers. I am also closer to my son here. Every day we make progress on the battlefield, but we also have more and more wounded. Our king is sending us a lot of necessary resources, but the supplies in the mainland are exhausted, so I'm asking for your help.
Sure, whatever. I'm sure that if you didn't ask my help, someone else would. tell me, if the supplies in the mainland are exhausted, then why can't I buy supplies from the mainland? Did you ever think of that? Did you? I don't think you did.
My lord, the battle is entering its final chapter.
Yeah, you've been
Our
saying that
enemy
for
is
years
getting
now.
weaker and we are pushing them further and further from our walls. But the area we are protecting now is very large and we need more soldiers. Now is the time to mobilize all available people and train them. We hope that you will be able to send us enough soldiers as soon as possible.
Ah, they need another 60 soldiers, do they? Right, keep doing this, alright? We need more soldiers, we need more soldiers. It's like, change the record. Just something to investigate. Where's all the salt going? Because it isn't ending up there, but where does it end up? What uses the salt? Maybe this will tell me. Let's see. It's a extra building, so it shouldn't be. Let's see. So upkeep, peat, sugar, salt, production of salt. Because it shouldn't be any of these that are used in the salt, because, well, I really do not understand what is used in the salt unless Okay, so it's the average house. The average household is just like, yeah, I want an assault. In fact, the average household's doing a lot of random stuff. A lot of stuff is a random average house take. Oh, it takes oil as well. They're like, you know what? Let's mug some oil in. That explains coal production as well. Like they're like, yeah, let's take some coal. Let's take this. Let's take that. Kind of explains. Kind of explains why a bunch of these resources I feel like I'm struggling with. It's because the average household's like, yeah, I'll take those. Again, we're reaching a housing shortage. will finish the game on this part. I really want to do that, so that's not a negotiable thing, but I want to do that. That's gonna be a weird, crazy. Yeah. Just line of people walking into there. Literally, like the amount of pals I'm needing right now. Ah, yes, we ran into that problem again. Where I don't have enough bricks to do all the stuff I need. We're still not getting the oil through that we need. Where is the fire? I genuinely don't get why all the houses need like this much random stuff. Is there a way to tell people like what they can and can't eat? Like, or is that too dictatorship for? That's a cool feature I didn't know about. Like, these guys will take whatever, right? And it's just kind of like, well, I kind of need this for my production, and like, no, I will take it.
My lord, the barbarians set fire to several of our defensive towers while retreating. We want to restore them as soon as possible because they provide security for our soldiers on the battlefield in front of the wall. We will strengthen them and make them bigger so that we can protect and monitor as large an area as possible.
Ugh.
Dear friend, now that all suffering is gone and the battle's finally won, victory is decisively ours. Peace has returned to the hearts of our residents. This would not have been possible without your great help. You and your nephew have put our kingdom in debt for all time. He pushed the barbarians far from our borders with his strength and courage. Thank you.
Finally, it's over. I mean, it doesn't really solve the production issues in my village, like here, like, or I should say town at this point, like, maybe even city, but I mean, it does have, like, cathedral, which was the old standard back in the day, so if we're going by modern standard, it has a university, so you know, we'll call it a city then. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, so I'm still struggling to produce stuff in my city. Like, you know, everyone's just, all these citizens are just mugging me for all the resources I actually want to produce, but it seemingly does not matter how many oil mills I build. I can build as many oil mills as I want, and it still won't change the fact that people are going to love the oil. Doesn't matter how many sunflowers I plant, how much oil mills I make, it's still just gonna be like, nah. Average resident steals your oil. And it does that like thousands of times, like hundreds of times over. Oh yeah, at least 300 times over it does that. I'm saying between 1 and 6 oil I found here, like, 5 oil. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I have finished the main quest line, I have finished the research, I finished about everything I can, I think. So yeah. I will build a tent, because I know there's an achievement for building a tent, so... I'll put a tent all the way up there. Let's go. Tent of random nomad. Has solar eclipse around the moment. Right, yeah, so, as I said, well, that's probably it for this series of Patron, because now I'm done with the storyline, and I'm done with building everything, there's really not much else to do other than, like, you know, look at this town, like, and go, oh wow, let's just make it bigger, which, to be honest, at this point I grow tired of doing. Like, what with these production issues going on, it's like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, especially considering, like, all this oil getting mugged, like this great oil robbery. You know, maybe that's a celebratory thing. What I'll do is I'll find the oil. Where is the oil? There it is. And buy in like lots and lots of oil all of a sudden. Now be the celebration. Part where we buy in all this oil and see how our production still fails after that because people just mug it and take it to their houses. Yeah, we have abundance of resources except for medicine because that requires oil. For everything else, it seems to be going well. Perfume, not so much as the oil. Brandy and beer because it's brewing. Candles because... Why are candles? I guess wool. The wool being needed. Yeah, all our salt getting mugged off as well, that's a thing. Can't preserve any meat because everyone's just mugging the salt for their houses. It's just that simple. They will not be able to sustain this amount of we always allow the king's opposition to blend in. Oh, another point. Point being is I already done the buying and oil thing. And now, as you can see... Oh no. As you can see, everyone's now got 5 or 6 bottles at their house. Some of them have 4. But yeah, as you can see, that just made people more brazen in the amount of oil they're gonna steal. Right. So yeah, that's always a thing. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save this as Randomania finished. Finish it. There we go, finished. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that part. I hope you all enjoyed watching. I hope you all enjoyed the series. I'll be moving on to something else in this slot. So yeah, with that, have a good day.